So, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day, as pretty much everyone in America is celebrating, if you celebrate that. I know that we are here. It's been a different kind of Christmas this year for us. It's been interesting, and probably the first year that we didn't do any form of presents yet at all. I'm here hanging out with my son, having a quiet day. I'm very blessed to have a great aunt who just turned 98 today. Today's her birthday, so I wished her a happy birthday. I've done some baking today. I've spent the day quietly with my son watching Christmas movies and getting rid of a bunch of photos off of my phone. So, a few things that I would like to share is being a mom who now has adult children. I want you to think about things. If you are a parent, it doesn't matter if you're a mom or a dad because it affects both parents. But if you are, hopefully if you have same household custody with your children and you're like in a happy relationship and the kids have a stable foundation at home, that's like the best optimal thing, which is like, that's great. And hopefully it was a smooth holiday. Everybody's happy, not a lot of financial strain. But if you're like a lot of other families, if you have been divorced or you have joint custody or things like that, hopefully you are able to, if you're not in the best place with the parent of your children or child, you're able to smooth it out around the holidays to make it less stressful for you and your children or child. Because I know that that's not easy. I've been there before. And if you're a single parent that is doing it on your own and doesn't have support, I've also been there before, so I know how that goes, and it's not easy. But hopefully, if you were taking pictures today, hopefully you have a picture with your children and you in the photo together. I went through like 5 years of photos today, getting rid of them on my phone, sending them to my ex-stepdaughters. And in 5 years of photos, in thousands of photos that I've taken, I'm probably in 100 photos. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a great body image of myself. I'm working on that actively now. But take the photo, take the darn photo. You don't get the moment back. Whatever moment that you're taking the picture of your kids, at least smile and take the photo. It doesn't matter if you're not happy with your weight. It doesn't matter if you have makeup on or if you're in pajamas or whatever it is. Just take the darn photo. I think as parents, we want everything to be perfect for our kids, and that's kind of a common goal, or it seems to be anyway. And we're perfectionistic. But I think a lot of times we lose sight of that. So if you haven't taken pictures with your kids today, or even with just yourself or with your family, if you're lucky enough to hang out with them, please take a photo of yourself, because you don't get that moment back. And our life has just so many moments, and time is the most important thing. Time and health. You don't get either one of those things back, and you don't know when your last moment is. You don't know when your health could change for the better or worse. Those are things that we don't get back, and sometimes we take them for granted because we get lost in we're working all the time, we're cleaning the house, we're making meals, we're doing all the things, we're paying bills, all of the things. Just take the darn photo. And if you have recently separated from someone, especially if you're in a narcissistic relationship and they have children, even if they're adult children, just try to remember what it might be like for them. So I know personally, after my heart was broken and that person put cards and photos into a Walmart bag, like they were nothing, was really hard. But I've gotten over that pretty well. And I ended up like taking a bunch of pictures where we were in pictures together and just cutting them right out of it, which makes it easy. And if you have a phone, you can crop them out of it. But more importantly, I ended up sharing like a photo album today with like 500 photos with said stepdaughters who I have told multiple times, like, even if, I'm not with their dad anymore, they can always count on me for being a supportive human being. And hopefully, if you have been through things like that, whether you're the person that is the younger or the person that is the older, you're able to have relationships that continue on. I know that I feel like in a few years, just sending them pictures of their grandma with them, pictures of their dad, pictures of the rest of their family, I know that will mean a lot, especially as we go through the years and they fly by and, people aren't around anymore, So in 10 years when their grandma's not there, at least they have pictures. And I know that if they would have had to count on their father for that, they probably wouldn't have said pictures, or definitely not as many. I can say that for sure. So take the darn picture. If you are the person that is running around and you are preparing meals and you're cleaning the house and you have in-laws and you have guests and all of the things, and you're working full time and you're trying to do all of the things and you're running around like crazy, try to remember to breathe. If you have just even a couple of minutes to meditate, super helpful. And hopefully you can enjoy your holiday. But definitely important to just be in the moment, be present in the moment. Don't think about maybe cleaning as much just for the day. I mean, we don't have to be slobs and things, but the dishes could sit. Things can wait. Live in the moment with your kids and just be present. Don't, like, if I could go back in time and not be on my phone as much during the holidays, or not be working multiple jobs while my spouse sat at home and did nothing, if I could do those things, I would be much more happy. And I would have taken a lot more pictures with me and my kids, because I don't have a lot of those. I have tons of pictures of my kids. I mean, tons of pictures. But again, I was always the one taking the pictures. So not a lot of pictures of me with them. And we don't get those moments back. So in the few pictures that I had today, I was like, oh, wow, I looked really young there. And well, now I can't take a picture of me looking that young because that moment is gone. So just some things to think about. But hopefully, if you are watching this, you've had a great holiday, and love and light.